Welcome back to our channel, where we share updates and untold stories about Catherine, Princess of Wales, and her royal family. Today, we bring you some news. Prince William breaks silence over Camilla's financial manipulation and betrayals. An unarticulated battle persists inside the corridors of power and the subdued atmosphere of royal etiquette, shaping the contemporary British monarchy. Prince William's rejection of Camilla's requests serves as a poignant reminder, particularly during an ongoing financial inquiry into her family's matters, that prior grievances remain unresolved. Amidst the ostentatious veneer of state events and well-planned public appearances, a profound conflict endures, one where the poignant memory of Princess Diana's death intertwines with a convoluted network of financial scandals that remain unaddressed by the monarchy. A heritage of treachery and inconclusive mourning. Central to Prince William's profound bitterness is the recollection of a personal tragedy interwoven with a national scandal. The origins of this struggle extend back decades, when the royal narrative was irrevocably transformed by an affair that fractured his mother's marriage and destabilized the image of a dynasty admired by millions. Camilla is more than just a stepmother to Prince William. She symbolizes a betrayal that tarnished his upbringing with public shame and personal loss, exacerbated by the incessant media scrutiny that followed. Princess Diana, renowned worldwide for her empathy, kindness, and commitment to humanitarian efforts, emerged as a terrible symbol for the country. As the royal establishment endeavored to reframe Camilla as the rightful consort of King Charles, many could not disregard her role in the dissolution of Princess Diana's marriage, and consequently, her identity as the people's princess. For Prince William, each public act aimed at ameliorating Camilla's image served as a poignant reminder that the narrative of his mother's anguish was being altered. The rise of financial disputes. The inquiry into the financial dealings associated with Camilla's family has initiated a new dimension in this protracted narrative. Recent examination has shown that monies associated with the Cornwall estate, a remnant of her former marriage, may have been engaged in financial activities that provoke significant ethical concerns. For an organization deeply rooted in tradition like the monarchy, any suggestion of misconduct undermines the core of public confidence. Investigative journalists have revealed intricate financial transactions and familial arrangements indicative of a calculated effort to bolster the financial influence of Camilla's family. This examination transcends financial matters. It concerns accountability and the safeguarding of an institution that many assert ought to be above blame. Prince William believes that the pursuit of openness and good governance in royal finances is integral to his responsibilities as a future king. Conceding to any account of events that may undermine these principles is unequivocally unacceptable. Fiscal integrity and the Cornwall Fund. The Cornwall estate, historically linked to affluence and a rich inheritance, is now embroiled in recent issues. Sources associated with the inquiry assert that monies originally designated for philanthropic and cultural activities may have been diverted or administered in manners that conceal the actual nature of the financial arrangements. These discoveries are especially distressing for Prince William, whose vision for the monarchy is based on contemporary accountability and integrity. He saw the incident not only as a singular financial error, but also as indicative of a wider behavioral trend that has, over time, led to the steady deterioration of trust between the royal family and the people. As additional evidence suggesting financial improprieties emerges, the chasm between the traditional monarchy and the transparent, contemporary institution that Prince William seeks to head expands. In this scenario, any effort by Camilla to bargain or evade the inquiry is considered a direct affront to these ideals. The mechanics of monarchical influence and decision-making. The internal power dynamics of the royal family have always required a nuanced equilibrium. Scholars have examined the personal ramifications of the historical connection between King Charles and Camilla, as well as its influence on royal policy and popular views. Insiders assert that Camilla's influence on King Charles has been substantial enough to impact critical choices, including public engagements and the allocation of duties among family members. These choices have often resulted in a personal cost for Prince William. Accounts indicate that during the first years of her marriage to King Charles, Camilla sought to diminish Prince William's involvement in prominent royal responsibilities. In a strategic maneuver aimed at enhancing her public persona and consolidating her status within the monarchy, it is said that Camilla applied pressure to marginalize the future king. This alteration of royal tradition and decision-making is considered a calculated attempt to redefine the family's lineage and influence an endeavor that not only marginalizes Prince William's legitimate position, but also, indirectly, diminishes the legacy of Princess Diana. The conflict regarding legacy, the lasting influence of Princess Diana. For many, the challenge encompasses not just current financial issues, but also the persistent conflict about historical memory. Princess Diana's legacy goes beyond mere public appearances and philanthropic activities. It embodies optimism, resilience, and the human aspect of monarchy. Throughout the years, endeavors to restore Camilla's image have often included minimizing or reinterpreting the distressing episodes of the past, particularly those linked to Diana's personal anguish. Prince William's unwillingness to forgive Camilla is not only a personal grievance, it is a stance against a historical narrative he perceives as both inaccurate and insulting. Any public relations strategy that attempts to portray Camilla as the misunderstood victim or the rehabilitated partner is, in his view, an insult to the legacy of a lady who suffered immense anguish. The elimination of Princess Diana's legacy from significant royal venues, evidenced by the removal of treasured photographs and the exclusion of her contributions from official accounts, intensifies the disparity between the principles of transparency and accountability that he advocates and the historical revisionism that appears to favor Camilla. There is a convergence of individual and societal complaints. The intersection of personal treachery and financial scandal has engendered a profound sense of bitterness for Prince William. He is tormented by personal recollections of a childhood, overshadowed by the public disintegration of his mother's marriage, a situation that was never sufficiently addressed by subsequent individuals. Conversely, the ongoing inquiry into the Cornwall Fund and other financial transactions poses a novel threat to the ethical integrity of the monarchy. This dichotomy is central to Prince William's public position. His rejection of Camilla's financial and personal advances goes beyond mere resentment. It establishes a definitive standard for the future. By refusing to disregard even minor ethical problems, he conveys a significant message. The monarchy must adapt to align with contemporary governance principles, where openness and accountability are essential. In doing so, he not only commemorates his mother's memory, but also safeguards the institution he is destined to manage against more corruption. The contest for ethical supremacy within the monarchy. The analysis reveals a fundamental link between Prince William's stance and a larger contest for moral authority within the royal family. The financial disputes concerning Camilla's family exemplify the broader issues confronting the institution, issues that undermine the legitimacy of choices taken in secrecy. Royal observers indicate that the matter extends beyond mere personal hatred. The objective is to restore a sense of ethical accountability inside a system that has often seemed resistant to change. For Prince William, every concession over financial ethics equates to undermining the monarchy itself. By resolutely opposing Camilla's efforts to trivialize or negate the probe, he is championing a new paradigm in which every transaction, decision, and appointment is held to the highest standards of scrutiny. Examining the financial irregularities, what is at risk? The Cornwall Fund, essential to the ongoing financial inquiry, is not just a reservoir of riches, but also a manifestation of past legacy and contemporary accountability. Critics contend that the ambiguous management of these assets erodes public faith in the monarchy. Documents and leaked papers indicate that cash designated for philanthropic endeavors and the conservation of historical properties may have been used to enhance the financial position of Camilla's family. If verified, these disclosures would not only damage Camilla's reputation as a philanthropist, but also prompt significant inquiries into the overall administration of royal money. These financial discrepancies are intolerable for Prince William, whose vision for the future monarchy is based on transparency and equity. They sharply contrast with his dedication to change and modernization. He believes that every pound and asset must be meticulously accounted for, not just for economic responsibility, but also as a matter of public confidence. The financial examination is not only an audit of figures, it is a symbolic battle for the essence of the monarchy. The significant consequences on monarchical relationships. The emotional and financial aspects of this dispute have significantly impacted the internal dynamics of the royal family. Insiders disclose that the discord between Prince William and Camilla has permeated the overarching decision-making processes, affecting everything ranging from public engagements to the distribution of familial duties. Certain reports indicate that Camilla's determination to preserve her position, despite increasing proof of financial misconduct, has created a schism that transcends mere personal animosity. It has effectively disrupted the fragile equilibrium of power essential for the monarchy's seamless operation. For Prince William, each insult and every occasion when Camilla seemingly benefits from questionable arrangements strengthens his conviction that the traditional establishment is resistant to change. His resolve to advocate for what he perceives as ethical governance encompasses not only rectifying previous injustices, but also establishing a new trajectory for the institution's future. In this context, his public criticisms of Camilla's financial strategies serve to safeguard Princess Diana's legacy while also guaranteeing the monarchy's accountability to the populace, a conflict that transcends individual resentments. The conflict between Prince William and Camilla symbolizes a broader struggle inside the British monarchy about history, ethics, and the essence of public service. As additional information surfaces about the financial connections between Camilla's family and the administration of royal assets, the stakes are escalating. The inquiry raises essential questions. Can a contemporary monarchy endure if founded on secrecy and unaccountable financial practices? How can an institution progress when human treachery and deceit profoundly weave its historical story? For Prince William, the response is unequivocal. The way forward must be characterized by openness, responsibility, and a readiness to address hard realities, even if it entails revisiting past grievances. His steadfast opposition to Camilla's demands, whether about financial issues or her involvement in the continuing reinterpretation of royal history, exemplifies his dedication to a new age of ethical government. However, this dedication comes with a personal cost, as memories of a shattered family and a compromised heritage continue to haunt him. The path forward is reconciliation attainable? In a realm where public appearances are carefully orchestrated and every action is examined, the possibility of reconciliation between Prince William and Camilla remains ambiguous. While outward displays of politeness at official ceremonies may imply a readiness to move beyond previous grievances, the underlying currents of unresolved animosity provide a contrasting narrative. Prince William endures the anguish of seeing the manipulation and dilution of his mother's legacy through historical revisionism and financial misconduct, a trauma that remains unresolved. Observers note that while Camilla has made several efforts at public rehabilitation highlighting themes of love, loyalty, and redemption, these gestures are improbable to repair the profound rifts that have characterized the last few decades. For the future king, any reconciliation must confront both the emotional betrayal inherent in his family history and the ethical transgressions that have facilitated dubious financial activities inside the monarchy's core. The ultimate stalemate, a convergence of economic, personal, and historical fault lines. The inquiry into the Cornwall Fund and other financial irregularities reveals that the concerns involved extend beyond personal connections. The debate exemplifies a broader conflict, a struggle to redefine the parameters of power, legacy, and responsibility inside an institution that has hitherto evaded public scrutiny. For Prince William, each fresh disclosure underscores that antiquated practices, marked by opacity and unrestrained power, are incompatible with a contemporary constitutional monarchy. His reluctance to acquiesce to Camilla's demands transcends personal animosity. It embodies a commitment to a more expansive principle, a principle whereby the monarchy is obligated to uphold the highest ethical standards, irrespective of tradition or family connections. This perspective recognizes the sorrowful legacy of Princess Diana, a legacy tainted by anguish, public controversy, and the exclusion of a once-admired person from the official account. This vision necessitates responsibility not just for financial errors, but also for the manner in which history is documented, revised, and sometimes conveniently overlooked. Prince William has a distinct challenge: to guide the monarchy from its historical shadows into a future characterized by openness, respect, and a sincere dedication to the people it serves. In conclusion, the relentless criteria of a new epoch Prince William's inability to forgive Camilla is not only a straightforward narrative of emotional betrayal, it is a complex tapestry interwoven with financial disputes, historical revisionism, and the persistent anguish of a lost heritage. Every part of this argument, from managing the Cornwall Fund to trying to influence royal decisions, is a small part of a bigger fight over the essence of an institution that has a long history of being associated with beauty and tradition. For Prince William, each choice he takes and every public statement he releases is a stride toward restoring an identity that has been undermined by years of concealment and ethical transgressions. His rejection of Camilla's financial strategies serves as a symbolic gesture, a definitive assertion that the monarchy's future cannot be constructed upon the remnants of a traumatic past. While the public continues to be captivated by the allure of royal life, the scrutiny surrounding financial discrepancies and historical inaccuracies highlights the enduring presence of the past. It persists in the resolute commitment of individuals such as Prince William, who are dedicated to creating a trajectory characterized by truth, responsibility, and unwavering respect for what has been forfeited. Ultimately, the question persists, can an institution deeply entrenched in tradition adapt swiftly to fulfill the requirements of a contemporary, transparent society? For Prince William, the solution resides not in reconciling with previous figures, but in an unwavering quest for a future where every choice, transaction, and historical narrative undergoes the utmost examination. This future honors the memories of those who faced hardship and ensures the avoidance of past mistakes. As the inquiry into Camilla's financial dealings persists, and the overarching narrative of the royal family is redefined, one certainty prevails. The legacy of Princess Diana, along with the personal repercussion of decisions made decades prior, will continue to be a pivotal aspect of the British monarchy's narrative. For Prince William, forgiving Camilla is inconceivable. It is a betrayal of his cherished values and the future he is resolutely committed to safeguarding. The path forward is laden with obstacles, but it is also imbued with the potential of a new epoch, one in which responsibility and integrity transcend mere ideas to become the cornerstone of a contemporary monarchy. In this context, Prince William's unwavering commitment to these principles is both a personal conviction and a public assertion that the moment for transformation is imminent. Thank you for watching the video. Please let us know your thoughts, and goodbye for now.